Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, the 21st of August 2015, our latest news this Friday with the indexes, the markets and the geopolitics affect the same. This is John Faraclas in Athens from allaboutshipping.co.uk. The BDI, the Baltic Dry Index, closed down 20 points at 994, breaking downwards the barrier of 1,000 points, whilst people have been expected to see the 1,500 leading to the 2,000 points. And this is, of course, over 56.5% from December's 2013 closing at 2,274 points. So, very difficult days. Of course, it's not exactly the percentages of the fall because the freight rates are slightly and correspondingly a bit different, on a bit of a 5 cent higher side other than what you see on the indexes, but overall a downwards market. This figure is below 61 points. It's last week's 1,055 when the index stood just a bit above the 1,000 points barrier. The BCI, the most volatile of all sizes, was down 120 points at 1,559, which is an overall 325 points is last week's 1,884 points. The BPI, our favorite index and size, of course, vis-a-vis the future and the projectability of the Panamaxes, was up just 2 points at 1,054, and overall minus 3 points is last week's 1,057 points. The BCI, the BSI, the Supras, was up 6 points at 930, which is up 25 points is last week's 905. And finally, the last of the dry indexes, the BHSI, was also up 4 points at 464 points, which is up 15 points is last week's 449. The wets. Here, coincidentally, both the BDTI, the Dirty Tanker Index, and the BCTI, the Clean Tanker Index, were down 12 points, both of them, since the last recording. And an overall 41 points for the BDTI from 673 points and 35 points for the BCTI at 680. The price of oil below the $41, not good news, and you did well know what I mean, what's going to happen. Equally, we have some problems. The US dollar must be readjusted, the parity. We have a very big problem. On the other hand, the stock markets. The Dow Jones, it took 100 years to go above the 10,000 points at the end of March 1099 in the previous century, in the previous millennium, and it went above the 70,000 points just recently, and that was a very fast moving index projection, a reality, but now it's trying corrections and will be further corrected. China, the locomotive of China, on a slowdown. Be on guard about China. Okay? There is a potential there, but as it stands, they need people with vision if they wish to go further and the world to benefit from the Chinese expansion. Okay? Now, North and South Korea at loggerheads. That's not, nice. It's a standoff again there. ISIS, terrible news. We have insisted the US should lead a force and smash them out. It's enough. The destruction from the ISIS on civilization, on everything above all the humans, is above imagination. The migrants. Mediterranean is suffering from this disease of the migrants, in a good respect, of course, because there's not a will from the European Union and other forces to contain this inflow of tourists, as people think that they look like tourists that they come over there. They're destroying the touristic product of Greece. Turkey is to blame, and as we have said in recent articles, Turkey and Greece, both sides, if they want to have an amicable situation to build up peace in the region, they should have a combined patrolling of the coastline of Turkey and of course of the Greek islands by their respective coast guards, and deter the traffickers in sending to the Greek islands and then to Europe with the mess they have created. And we have seen this in the frontiers between Greece and Fyrom, in the Channel Tunnel, and you name it. So it isn't too much. Equally, Italy is suffering. Another havoc there. So we would like to see, to all intents and purposes, this story to end. It is too much. On the other hand, the world of Islam should nestle all those who come from this region in their own lands and not send them to Europe. Why is this happening? This is a very, very important issue. So we would like to see the big changes there. We are in the mid of the tourist season. You're more than welcome to visit the world wherever you like. The tourist product is here, whether you're flying, whether you go by boat or on a cruiser. Still we maintain, come and visit the Greek islands, it's great. On another tone, visit the city of cities, New York, is great this time of the year. It's the other side of the Atlantic, a very, very important city, and why not? So with this, we would like to wish you a very good weekend. Be on guard about the developments on Greece, which is very, very important. Be on guard what's happening in Ukraine, and let's see the next coming week what we'll have to bring you. This is John Faraclas from allaboutshipping.co.uk. Have a lovely weekend. Over and out.